Hello folks, welcome back to the Village Clock Shop. I'm James. Today we're going to make something very small. There it is. This is called a gathering pallet, and let me see if I can get a hold of it better here. There it is. That's a gathering pallet out of a French carriage clock. You can see there's a hole through it. And let me show you the clock. This is a French carriage clock. Yeah, that's better. And right here, right there, is the gathering pallet. And what its job is this is the hour rack here. This clock strikes, because it's Grand Sonnerie, it strikes the hour, and then following that it strikes the quarter. And when you push a button on the top of here, when it's in its case, it strikes that sequence. So in the middle of the night you can reach over and hit that button, and it will tell you within 15 minutes of what time it is, the hour and the quarter. And so the gathering pallet's job, which is here, is to pick up the teeth one at a time in this rack. And down here on the other end of the rack is his rack tail, and when this is released and the rack tail falls, this tail falls on this snail. You can see it looks like a snail. Yeah, that's better. And there's 12 different plateaus on the circumference of the snail. And depending on where the rack tail falls on which plateau, that tells it how many teeth to gather. So if it falls on the 4th plateau, it gathers 4 teeth. So it's a very complicated clock, as you can see. I love working on them, and I've never built one from scratch, but pretty close. I've made an awful lot of parts for them for over the years. Things get lost or get bent or wear out, and that's the problem with our gathering pallet. It has worn out. Where'd it go? And it has the quarter rack is fine, but it's worn grooves in the hour rack, which is used a lot more. So we have to make a new one, and we're going to do that. Believe it or not, we're going to do a lot of it on the vertical mill, the Rockwell, and we're going to start with a piece of 1/4-inch drill rod. We're going to face that off. I'll do that off camera, and then we're going to put this in a square 5C collet block, and we're going to mill the leaves into this. Let me get a piece of paper somewhere. Hold on. So what we're going to end up with, we're going to take this round. I'm not a good drawer because my hand shakes so badly, but if you can see that, let me zoom you in just a little bit. That's better. We're going to mill both sides of this off, like that, and like that, and then we're going to drill a hole right in the center here, like that, and then we're going to mill off the leaves, which would be like that, and like that. So what this is gone, and what we'll end up with is that Z-shaped piece with the leaves on both sides that are 180 degrees opposite each other. From that point, we'll start filing, because there's no other way to do it than file it. And we could file the whole thing, but it's a lot easier, I have found. I've made quite a few of these over the years, and it's a lot easier to mill off all the rough, the unwanted metal before you start. So I'll put it in the collet block, we'll set it up in the mill, and I'll see you at the mill. Okay, we've got our material in the mill. Come up about 10, 15. And again. And again. Once more. Bear in mind that this is all by guess, because we're going to end up filing this thing anyway. So all we're doing is making a rough material to start with. We take our part out, turn it over, make sure there's no chips or anything in the vise. Now we're using the stop on the Z-axis, so we're going to go back up here, lock it up, and then we're going to take off a little at a time again until we get down to the stop. At that point we'll be at the same level here. Probably too high. Yeah, we'll go down just a little. Whoops. So unloosen the stop. Drop it just a little bit, take another bite. taking bigger bites than this one. But that's okay. This is working all right. Okay, so now we're down to our stop. I would say we're still too thick, so we're going to keep on doing what we're doing till we get the thickness that we want. And 10 more and then we'll turn her over again. Turn her over. These collet blocks are wonderful for this kind of work. They all come in, also come as well as square like this. They come hexagonal. See how much we're taking off here. That's looking better. Now, we're going to back this out. See if we can get some burrs off of there. Come on, there. Now we know this is 1/4 of an inch wide because we used a 1/4 of an inch piece of drill rod. So now we're going to go down and start taking off some of the side to make the first leaf. Again, I'm doing this by eye, so don't one more. Now, when we turn that over, if we don't move the vise, we will take off exactly the same amount on the other side in one bite. I'm going to go a little slower because I'm taking a bigger bite. That's looking pretty good. Okay, I'll see you back over at the bench. We're going to need a little dicum on this. I know a lot of guys now are using Sharpies like these, but I guess I'm old-fashioned. I like the dicum, even though it takes longer. You got to wait for it to dry and all that stuff. But it's an old tradition, and I stick with it. So we'll let this dry. We'll be right back. Okay, we're ready to take this out of the block. There we are. Can't get it out. Anyway, there we are. Let me file off the end of that just a hair. Take the dicum off so you can actually see what it looks like. You can see what we made. Try that. Yeah, I like that one. You can see the end of it now, and you see how we made the leaves. Okay. So that's the start. So that's a wrap for this one. We'll tomorrow we'll drill the hole in the end, and then we'll start filing. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like, and tell your friends if they like this kind of work. And we'll see you soon. Bye.